And now turn into what's going to be a big story today and all weekend long. Mother Nature, nothing to mess with. And they're learning that lesson big time in Buffalo and Western New York. And, of course, areas of the country no stranger to tough winters and big snowstorms. But the storm coming down right now in that area is a whole different beast.
Yeah, so lake effect snow happens around the Great Lakes when cold air, usually coming from Canada, moves across the warmer water of the lakes, creating clouds which grow and release a little bit of precipitation. Now, when the clouds move over land again, the air gets really cold and dumps all its moisture on the ground, resulting in several inches of snow in a short period of time.
Katie Moores from Buffalo, New York, joining us now live. The picture behind you says it all. What is the latest? And some estimates have 4, 5, 6 feet. Where are we right now where you are? Paint the scene for us.
Good morning, guys. All right, let me paint the scene for you. This snow, don't get too excited about this. This was all just plowed over here recently in the city of Buffalo, which is where I am, downtown Buffalo. We've probably got about 5 to 6 inches. This right now, not the epicenter of the storm. What I want to do is show you a picture that we took a little bit earlier this morning that can really paint this picture for you. So if you look on the left-hand side of your screen there, that white cloud you're seeing, that is a wall of lake effect snow. On the right-hand side of your screen, see where it's a darker sky? That was clear. So when I was driving in this morning, very clear. The snow had fallen a little bit overnight, but that lake effect band of snow, that huge white cloudy area that you see, had moved south of the city of Buffalo. That is where we are measuring snow, not in inches right now, guys, in feet. So we are seeing at least 2 feet in some areas. It's really south of the city of Buffalo right now, but that's going to change come later today. Really right now in the city, light flakes falling again, only about 5 or 6 inches. Of course, do keep in mind, we had nothing here yesterday. It was completely bare, and now all the snow has been plowed up here next to me. So about 5 or 6 inches falling overnight, and then that lake effect snow band is going to move tonight back into the city, and that's when we're really going to get hammered here.
Oh, man. So for people that may not be used to this, let's say our viewers in California or even here in Georgia, because when we get just a tiny little bit, then everything shuts down. But walk our viewers through, I mean, what it's like living there in a place like Buffalo where, I mean, you guys are so used to this, but still, when these snowstorms hit, it could really wreak a lot of havoc.
Right. So I grew up here, actually, and I'm back here now. Happy to be working here. And here's what happens. We're used to lake effect snow. We're used to inches of snow falling, and our crews are really good at clearing it. It's just when we get these big, giant lake effect snow bands that sit in one spot for hours at a time. And here's some video from a little bit earlier that shows you that band as well. So what it's doing right now is really sitting. The lake is warmer than it usually is. So like you were saying, it's when that cold air comes across the lake, and the lake is warmer than usual. It is November, so it's relatively early. We have had snow like this before. In 2014, we had a very similar storm, and it did exactly this. It created a complete divide in some areas. So you might be talking one town gets 2, 3, possibly 4 feet of snow, and the next town oversees only a few inches of snow. That's how lake effect snow works, and it's just where that band sets up and then how long it stays there. What's significant about this one is that it's staying in the same spot for a really long time, and then it's going to shift again, and then it's going to stay there for a really long time. So we are expecting in the city of Buffalo to see 1 to 2 feet of snow. Again, I live in the city right now. I would say my drive-in about 5 inches or so. Again, nothing our plows aren't used to. It's just going to be when it sits here overnight and then into tomorrow morning, and we get that really consistent, maybe 1, 2, 3 inches of snow per hour rate of snow. That's when we have some issues clearing it.
Wow. So just to be clear, the worst of this storm, then, you're going to feel that really on tonight and into Saturday. That's kind of the brunt of the storm in terms of Buffalo, the city.
Yes, in the city of Buffalo, but south of the city of Buffalo, and when I say south, I mean really only a 20-minute drive away, they're getting hammered right now. So they're going to see, they've actually already seen in some places about 2 feet of snow already in some of our southern municipalities, and then it's going to come up north later this evening into tomorrow morning, and that's when the city of Buffalo sees it, yes.
Wow. And I would imagine in terms of closures, schools, local government, you know, in terms of other than the plow and sanitation department, I mean, I would assume, is Buffalo pretty much a city right now where everybody's just indoors, or is the mood a little lighter than that?
So they've really been tracking that band of snow. So where the band is the heaviest, they have a travel ban right now. So only essential personnel, us firefighters, police officers, people who need to be out are only allowed to be out where they have that travel ban. And people are getting stuck in it. So you can see right there, like that bluish purple color, that's the heaviest. And we were saying this morning that snow band's probably about like 25 to 30 miles long. So that's like the radius of it, right? And then it just stretches straight across parts of the state. But yeah, there's a travel ban where that is. And then there's travel advisories in other areas. The biggest issue, honestly, is when people don't get off the roads and they get stuck and the cars get stuck and then the plows can't go around them, the plows can't get through. That's what we see. So they were asking yesterday, everybody, please clear the roads, get your cars on the right side of the street so the plows can get around, and don't be out if you don't have to be so you don't get stuck, and then keep the plows behind. So they really just want the plows to be able to get out and do their jobs.
And no matter whether it's 2 feet or 4 feet or 26 feet, we know that you Bills fans will watch that game on Sunday, even though it's been moved to Detroit. No matter
Bills Mafia, what up?
That's right. No matter the snowfall, right?
No matter the snowfall. And you know what? If some fans can get there, you know they will. First off, there's Bills fans everywhere. We know this.
Exactly.
Bills Mafia, right? They're all over. And I'm sure if some can get there, they probably will.
You're absolutely right. Katie, thanks so much for this report. Stay safe, stay warm, get some gloves on, and check back with us. Have a safe weekend. Thank you so much again.